started smoking.
No, that's telling us we'll leave. No!
Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome back to my EJ9 Honda Civic. Today we're going to do one of the most terrifying things you can do to a car. We're going to run it up on the dyno to see what power it's pushing, but what we're going to do is get scientifical. I've always wondered how much having the air conditioning on will affect a car's performance. In case you didn't know, an air conditioning compressor is driven by your auxiliary belt, and when switched on, the clutch pulley engages and you're essentially using the engine's power to power the compressor. But how much power does it take? Today, thanks to Laurence at Wide Open Throttle Power, we are going to find out on my little EJ9 Civic. We're also going to test if an exhaust baffle affects the power at all, as it did on my Honda S2000. There she goes. So I've just signed a waiver saying if anything goes bang, it's my problem. But I've just made Laurence sign a waiver that if he can't handle the VTEC, then that's his problem. It's funny, most of these videos we do is usually Kenny's car on there, and I'm always laughing and joking, but it is quite scary. Like I said, the gearbox is unknown in this, the smoking is unknown in this. So this could be entertaining. Oh, she's snug. Here she is. Like I said, I've done a few videos on this, so you guys have probably know the specs, but for those that don't, these originally came with a D14 engine, which is around 70 odd horsepower. The previous owner swapped this to a D15B VTEC out of an imported Del Sol, which means it's now pushing apparently 128 horsepower single cam VTEC. That was many years ago, and interestingly, it is overfueling. It is definitely, we've put, checked the emissions, and as you can see by there, I cleaned that yesterday. So it is overfueling, and I noticed when we were at the ring that she's picked up a bad habit. Yeah, she started smoking. We don't know whether it's stem seals, rings. I haven't looked into it, but I was like, hey, it's a Civic. It wouldn't be... See? Kenny knows. I'm getting all my excuses in. What other excuses have we got? There's a lot of weight in the car, so that'll probably affect it.
Yeah, it's got the wrong wheels on.
Wrong wheel, that's right, yeah. Those wheels. Yeah, it's warm today. The wind's just... Laurence, you're in the wrong place, I don't know. Yes, so the gearbox is unknown. Whiny release bearing and stuff like that. So the last thing you should probably do with a car with unknown parts is put this amount of stress in there, but hey ho. Right, I was just going to say, oh, you're on a mic on a view.
No.
Right, so apparently, once upon a time, 128 horsepower.
Okay, I'm going to say...
200 odd?
At least.
It's got VTEC now.
I'm going to say 110.
Okay, okay.
110.
I've said, realistically, if it gets over 100, I think 110 is probably what I'd be aiming for. Yeah. Jen, what do you reckon? Throw a number out there.
90.
You're lucky I can't swear.
She got beat in your class too.
But I'm not saying anything because it's, yeah, if you're right, then yeah. Right, Georgia, what do you reckon?
I'm gonna go 115.
Oh, okay, okay, optimism. Yeah. Right, the man, the professional, what do you reckon? You should know if it's wrong, I want my money back.
I'm gonna guess 123, I'm gonna give it...
Really? Oh, it's getting interesting now. And finally, what do you reckon?
127.
Oh, oh my man, okay. Right, run number one. Come on. We know it's overfueling. Okay. Sounded really good. Louder than I thought. But yeah, I could have swore there was blue smoke. All we had then was black smoke, which, like I said, is a good sign. Right, so we survived the first run, which is a good sign, and Laurence was smiling. I just want to explain what we've got. There's basically a probe in the exhaust. First of all, thank you so much for...
no problem.
I just want to explain why we've got something stuffed up the exhaust.
we just put a wideband lambda sensor in there, that's all. Because Mike said it looked black, and obviously you think it's not running perfectly. So
yes.
We can measure the fueling as we go, yeah. But
I love your passion for it, and Laurence said to me straight away, he's like, all right, so what's wrong with it? And I said, oh, I don't know. He's like, well, it could be this. Let's find out. I said, I admire your passion for cars and what you do and everything like that. And I love it. He's trying to shoot. He's like, oh, well, this is this. This is this.
This is the lambda here. So it's lambda. I'm working in lambda, not AFR. which is
Right.
transferable. So lambda 1 is stoichiometric,
Yeah.
and then slightly less is rich. So you want to be sort of full throttle. You want to be 0.85 to 0.9
Right.
lambda. So you use lambda's better than AFR because it's the same with any fuel. So if you put ethanol in it or LPG or whatever, it's the same. You're always aiming for the same number. Whereas AFR, it's 14.7 for petrol. It's whatever for LPG. You know, different for ethanol. Very different for ethanol.
Every time I meet this guy, I learn something new.
So
That's
it's
amazing.
just a habit I'm trying to get into using lambda.
Yeah.
So now that's telling us we're lean, which is a lie because we're at very low RPM. We're idling. So because we put a probe in the tailpipe, it's not very accurate at low engine speeds.
Yeah, so
the
unfortunately,
atmospheric-
what Laurence was saying, I don't know if you'll be able to see, straight away he asked me if there was a Lambda Boss, and we've noticed now there is one, but it looks like it hasn't been taken off since like the early 1500s or something.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So like you said, for today, unfortunately, we won't mess with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to explain that, and let's hope it survives the next few runs, shall we? Thank you very much. I just heard a tapping noise. I thought that was my engine. It's the generator. Whew, I mean, it's the same thing, but you know. That was a bit more smoky. It doesn't make any noise from the front, it's weird. Yeah, if you're washing your car, and it's white, I do apologise. It's funny, I was just saying, the last one we had on here was Kenny's VXR. Being a turbo, it sort of goes through the gears a lot quicker. Do me a favour, can we do it in first, so it at least sounds a lot quicker than it is? It seems to take ages to go through the gears.
Just take a while.
Like you say with Kenny's, with the boost, it's like, whoosh! This is just, bah. I know,
You can hear it almost gives up, like because before the VTEC.
yeah, and then the VTEC's,
We'll go again.
and the VTEC's like the rush of adrenaline then. Yeah. Right, so aside everyone mocking my car, what we are going to do, we're going to make it even more scientifical. I said I'd like to run it with the aircon because you can feel the difference. And Laurence had the genius idea to put lights, baffle, aircon, everything, just see how low we can get the power, basically. Yeah. Right, so yeah, the results are in.
The results are in.
It was a 1.
127.
No.
Shut up.
Mike was exactly right.
Oh my, wow, fair play to you.
We won nothing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the first one was 124, but you tend to get a little more in a second because the gearbox warms up in a diff and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then 127. Mental.
So for those that mock Civics, I know it's not much power to make.
She's right there. Yeah.
But technically, over the 300 years, however old it is, in 1997 it is, it's lost 1 horsepower. I know there's a lot of factors that go into it, but
That's pretty good.
considering it was, wow! Considering, like I said, it was bellowing out a fair amount of black smoke, I think there was a bit of blue smoke in there as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Horsepower's going.
Well, I've measured the lambda and like, it ain't bad. So that's, the red is your torque.
Yeah.
I'll send you this, you can put it on the video.
Wicked.
The blue is your power. And actually, it doesn't look like there's much of a dip in there, so I'm assuming the VTEC is either there or there.
Like I said,
not sure.
so a lot of people got this misconception with the single cam VTEC. It sort of eases into it, whereas the B series and the K series is a punch.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, oh, here's your VTEC, sir, rather than punching.
Gently served up.
But like I said, do you know the way he was driving every now and then? I was expecting the graph to be very.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a little bit jagged there, but it's not, huge. So
That's amazing.
let me just rescale this for you.
I reckon he's messing with me. Right, he's done it just to make me feel better. But either way, I'm a happy boy.
It's crazy, it makes a lot of power. Well, look, the lambda wasn't bad, basically. I want to show you now.
Right, okay.
Right, so she starts at 1, right, which is 14.7.
Yeah.
Stoichiometric, which it needs for the cat to pass the NEDC emissions cycle. Then it gets richer.
So yeah, it has still got a cat in there, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I reckon for an injection car that is too rich. 0.8. Oh, Jesus. 0.8. It's all right. I mean, it's still fine. You won't be fouling plugs and stuff. But I imagine this is where it wants to be. 0.88, something like that for max power.
Okay.
So I reckon that line wants to be. It's a Honda ECU. It should be bang on, really.
Yeah.
So I think maybe there is something wrong. It gets a fraction rich. It's no problem, but I think Honda would have done better than that, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
So something's going on in the middle there.
So we said that it was the previous owner that did the engine swap, and going from OBD2 to OBD1, non-VTEC to VTEC, there was a lot of wiring involved. I don't know I don't know anything about it, so whether It's just weird, isn't it? And like you say, it's hard to start with.
And then it starts working at the higher RPM again, which is where it makes power, obviously. So.
Yeah. Either way, like I said, very happy boy, but what we're going to do now is have some fun. I tell you what, while the baffle's out, if you don't mind, if we can do the aircon run first. Yeah, sure, just for laughs. I had the aircon on the way down, can feel a difference, so this I'm so curious for. And once again, turn around, wide open throttle, but this is why we love working with Laurence. And Mike, the absolute genius that he is. Yeah, let's get it shopped up and get the aircon run. It sounds amazing. For an eBay exhaust, I think that it's still got the cat, so I think that's why it sounds good. Why is this so much fun? Right, I'm going to preface this clip by saying Laurence was just laughing, and he said, to quote, he's not surprised I felt the difference.
Yeah, that made 117 horsepower.
Wow!
So it robbed you of 10 horsepower.
Oh, and again, 10 horsepower in something like this, you feel. Like I said, it felt a lot less like responsive, like it was heavier and.
Because really, the aircon's meant to work when you're driving around in traffic, right?
Yeah, higher up.
It's meant to work at 2,000 revs. So when it's doing 7,000 revs, it's spinning way faster than it needs to. So it's going to be robbing you of loads of power. Yeah.
That's insane.
That's mental, isn't it?
See, doing the scientific thing so you don't have to. So I think what we're going to do next is rig up the baffle, kind of see the difference that makes, and then the one I'm really looking forward to is everything, this poor thing. See how much power we can rob off it. The exhaust baffle's in place. Laurence had a really good theory. You said you think what did you say, the torque you think is going to be?
I think the torque will be the same at the low RPM.
Yeah.
It's not hard to get gas through that thing.
Yep.
When there's not much gas, but when you're at 6,000 RPM, I think it's going to struggle. So I reckon the torque we'll see the two graphs in a minute, but I reckon they'll diverge like that.
Yeah, I'd say I am really, really interested for this.
Or it could be foolish.
Yeah, what do you know? Sounds completely different. It's not necessarily quieter, it's just, like that, even from the outside, there's less drone. Very different. That sounded like it was struggling. This poor car. Right, so the original run, 127 horsepower. This one just with the baffle in, aircon off. And what Laurence has done is put the...
Oh, 1 second.
Overlay the two graphs.
Exactly the same.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird, isn't it? It didn't drop off at all. So the red line is exactly the same. So it is...
That is a placebo then, that's like a psychological...
Yeah, it doesn't sound as noisy, so...
No, and honestly, genuinely, I would have swore that it would have lost a few horsepower at least. Oh my god.
Exactly the same. It was 127.
Yeah, what was the actual...
It was just a fraction higher actually, but it's so close you can't have any call.
Negligible,
it's going to be an error in the machine sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was 127.8 I think. There we go, 127.8, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's the same. But that's mental,
we did it on my S2000.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's a case of because there was two. It lost 4 or 5 horsepower.
Okay, that makes
but
sense.
That was on 240 odd horsepower again, which I don't know if that makes a difference, but it was it actually made a difference.
Basically, the horsepower is proportional to the flow of gas, isn't it? You need so much air to make so much power. So it needed to shift a lot more air, didn't it? I guess this is only a little.
Do you know what? I feel so bad. Do you know, because the conversation we had where it's trying to shove all of that air, that baffle at the end is like, no, this poor thing. Right, we'll do one more run. Hopefully, come on, you're doing great. You're doing great.
I should be fine.
That's the spirit. Right, so final run. We've got the exhaust baffle in. We're going to have the aircon on. As you can see, we've got hazards on. I think it's got demister, anything to sap power and make that engine work harder. We're going to do. I feel guilty, what the hell? What I would like to get is a shot of So I was watching it go to like over 100 and I was like, wow, this car's never done that. Right, so 127 in its best form, 117 you said with the aircon on.
Yeah.
Is it, yeah?
It's the same.
Is it really?
I think the aircon with the fan on full as well.
Yeah.
It's quite a draw. Really, I only added headlights and hazards to that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that much of a.
Yeah, we were hoping the baffle was going to be more dramatic,
Yeah,
wasn't we,
that's
I
the thing.
suppose?
It wasn't. Yeah, we didn't have much baffle to add to it, so it was just a fraction more, 119 that time, which again is
It's
error in the machine, probably.
Yeah.
There's a funny lump in the torque curve. Let's just make sure I'm talking about the right one. It could be because the aircon cycles on and off, doesn't it?
Yes.
It could be that. Yeah, that's. Oh, look at that! It looks like a VTec, doesn't it? It's crazy.
Wow, yeah.
But I think that's probably the aircon cycling off and on, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I'm only speculating.
Go on. No, but it makes
It
sense.
didn't do it before, but yeah. Well, the VTec started working.
Yeah, it's finally woken up. Well, it survived, and I mean, what more can you ask for from a dyno? I am amazed, Laurence. Thank you so much. Like I said, we brought it down to dyno, wanted the power figures. I wanted to get a bit scientifical, and I just see how excited Laurence was. Like I said, to have someone that passionate about what he does, messing with the car, that sort of gave me confidence. But 127 brake horsepower, and like I said, from the factory, I'm sure they're supposed to be 128. I am absolutely over the moon with that, and it's nice knowing that that baffle is not causing too much damage when it's on, so I think I'll leave that on for the way home now. Yeah, if you ever get the opportunity, wide open throttle is the one for dyno runs. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will see you in the next one.
Ah, no booze!